Hello, my friends. I hope you're having an amazing day. If you want to stay and hear this reading, please feel free to. I've got a couple of cards popping out here. One of them, this is kind of interesting how this is coming through, so don't blame the messenger, okay? You got that you feel like there's no traction to your ground right now. So just kind of like either you keep slipping, so you're not quite getting to where you want to be, or you just can't, you feel like you can't get traction. Like you've been doing the same thing over and over and over, and it's time to like take that leap forward, is how they're showing it to me. Almost like if you saw like a lion running, something like that. Just really being able to grip the ground and like take off. Like that's what you're ready to do. And that's what you've been resting for and like gearing up towards. So keep going with that. You got that one of your choices is haunting you. One of your choices is haunting you. For some of you, this could have to do with a relationship. If you were not faithful in your relationship, or if your partner wasn't faithful in the relationship, but it's haunting choices or haunted choices. Like you made this choice, but in the back of your mind, it's just sitting there. Like you don't know if you made the right decision. Can you tell me a little bit more about this choice? Kind of interesting. We've never had a reading like this pop up before. Can you tell me about a haunted choice? Getting grounded back into reality. So for some of you, this could have been like just talking, more of like an emotional type thing, whether it was online, something like that. Feeling the loss of maybe missing that connection. Thinking you'll get away with it. For some of you, I don't know how else to put that. There's no good way. If you did something specifically, this is going to come out. I think, yikes. I don't know how. There's just going to be somebody that knows somebody that recognizes you. Or something. I don't know. But your choice. It was your choice. And for some of you, it's going to be almost like a sigh of relief. Like you don't have to hold it in anymore, I guess. Is there anything else we need to know? Goodness, this is clearly a message for a specific, few group of people. This is not going to be for everybody. This is people that were like literally like questioning something. So is this going to be brought forward? Okay, there's going to be conflict. Okay, well, clearly. I mean, obviously, if you found out something that you didn't know about, there's going to be conflict because you're going to be upset. That's very clear. There's going to be a lot of needed self-reflection, which I do feel like that's already been going on, and I feel like that's how you got to where you are right now. But there was a lot of senseless risk taken here. And there's secure abundance and there's emotional readiness. So, for those of you that had this done to them, if you were the person, unfortunately, on the other end of your person doing this to you, of course it's going to be like horrible and sad and a huge shock, I think. But you have the emotional like readiness to be able to move forward from this. And you're going to be secure with abundance. I feel like you're like abundance wise, financial wise, everything's feeling a lot more secure anyways right now, so that's really good. But you won't have to worry about that side of it. But there's definitely a need for self-reflection, inner reflection, if you haven't been doing that already. This is interesting. You'll have to let me know, whoever I'm talking to, if you're on the side of this as like, yes, this happened to me, and the person you're talking about is like my significant other, or if you're the person like, yeah, I did that, and it was time for me to like own up to things. It'll be really interesting to see, because this clearly was a very specific reading. But for those of you that were put in the position of being her, I'm so sorry. I've been there in my life, and I had to live that, and I had to go through it, and it was devastating. And you just feel so completely unloved and unwanted. And, nobody deserves to feel that. And once you have someone in your life that loves you unconditionally, it's just a completely different feeling, and it feels so good. And I didn't know that until I had it. So I'm very, very lucky to have found someone that loves me unconditionally and supports me like my husband does. But there is that out there for everyone. Sometimes I feel like people settle sometimes, or they think like that they have to be with specific people if it's just been a certain amount of time, but it's the rest of your life you're talking about. So you want to make sure you're happy. And of course, nobody's going to agree 100% of the time. That's just not realistic, but you can do this. So keep moving forward. Things are looking up. But I'll be interested to see who this was geared towards. Have a good day. I love you.